There are 5 things that you're going to need to know before you start your renovation design. Foundations, or rather footing sizes. So in older homes, they often have chopped up floor plans, and we're trying to open up space, more open concept. Now, when we do that and we move or alter internal load-bearing walls, we are often taking a load that's distributed along the entire section of a wall, and we're concentrating them on 2 columns at the end of each end of the beam. And what that does is that it concentrates all of the load or weight from above into 2 specific points. Now, those points should transfer down into the foundation, and that foundation transfers the load into the earth. The problem is that if the footing size is not large enough to distribute that load without settling, you're going to see some settling occur as it can't handle the extra weight. Poly-B pipe. Poly-B pipe was hailed as the next greatest thing in plumbing piping because it wasn't copper, it's much easier to use. It's kind of a gray plastic-looking supply pipe for plumbing. Now, the problem with Poly-B pipe is that it doesn't hold up to chlorine all that well over long periods of time, and you can't see the degradation until the pipe actually fails. That's something you're definitely going to want to know before you start your renovation. Asbestos. I'm sure you've heard of asbestos by now, but through the 1920s, through the 1980s, it was in so many different products, in flooring, ceiling tile, glue, drywall mud, insulation, tons of different products. And the problem is that when it gets disturbed, it releases the asbestos fibers into the air, and scientists now know that those asbestos fibers get stuck in the lungs and can cause cancer. So asbestos is only harmful if it's disturbed, but that's definitely something you're going to need to know prior to starting your design, which areas of your home are going to need abatement, and that can be quite pricey. Lead paint. Well, lead paint was originally hailed as the next greatest paint. The problem is that, as we now know, that lead poisoning is, not great. Just Google that. So on its own, left undisturbed, like many of these things, it's usually fine. But once things are sanded or they start to get removed and it gets airborne, it can be inhaled, and it's especially harmful for young children. Knob and tube electrical systems are wires that are shoved through these little pipes with these little bulges where the joints of the pipe are. And the problem with them is that they don't have a ground wire attached to them, so that any receptacle beyond the knob and tube that's being fed by the knob and tube wiring system can potentially become live and ungrounded. And that is extremely dangerous. Again, home insurance companies hate this, and they will not insure your home, or they'll make you pay through the roof if you've got it in there. So these 5 things are really, really important to investigate and know before you start your renovation so that you can allocate your funds appropriately.